Picked up some photo paper and some ink from my printer, and I'm gonna be printing out a couple of the recent shots that I've gotten that I really liked. And then I will show them to you, and hopefully you will enjoy them. Seems logical. So there's another part of this vlog that will never see the light of day, and it is the hour that I struggled with my printer to get it working. Not good. So the first print that I am printing out is a shot from a roll of film that if you watch the film roll review, and if I remember, there'll be an annotation on the screen right now that'll take you to the film roll review. However, I'm notoriously lazy and it may not be there. In the film roll review, I expressed that this was the shot that I hope turned out. The shot that, it was like, of the 36 exposures or 37 exposures on the roll, it was by far the most important to me that came out. And that was this shot. It's printing out right now. Alright, done printing, hang on. This is the picture. Oh, don't fall into the broccoli. So this is the shot, right? I waited for this shot. I put in time waiting for this shot. When I was sitting at the foot of Montreal, where Hotel Dieu is in Kingston, I was waiting for the birds to fly. I had the streetlight in the image, I had the cross, I cut out the name of the hospital because it's not advertising. And I waited for this opportunity, and it came out exactly how I wanted it to. And if you look at the shot, you can't really see this from the perspective of like the picture, but there's a little bit of film grain in it because I shot it on 35mm film. You kind of want that. This came out pretty much exactly how I wanted it to. The next picture I'm printing out is from the other night, actually. It was in the last vlog where I was coming home from my parents' house and it was crazy foggy out. So I decided to stop at one of the local bus shelters at the Cataraqui Mall here in Kingston and take a couple of shots there because I figured I might get something really interesting out of it with the fog, the symmetry, the buses, the people. What I ended up getting was a really nice linear light pattern and a silhouette of a person, a bus, really dark and foggy. Really cool. It actually came out really well, and it was well received. I got a couple of really positive comments. That is this picture here. I'm gonna have to manually focus this because I've tried this before and my camera will not focus on dark images like this. That's the image. Really cool. You got the silhouette of the person, the linear light pattern, the bus offsetting it, the darkness, negative space. All in all, I really like this image. It came out really well. People seemed to really enjoy it. They really liked it. It gave me an appreciation for fog that I never had before. So I think the next time it gets super foggy in Kingston, I'm going out downtown. Like, I would have went out downtown this night to get more shots like this, but my back, if you look at the end of the vlog, like, I cursed a lot that vlog about my back, so that was a no-go that night. But yeah, so this is probably one of my favorite recent shots that I've taken. It's a really, I really like it. All right, next one is actually of a very close friend of mine. I went down to help him with his dog. Let me show you the shot. So, kind of a dark shot, again. It was taken at night, so here's what the shot looks like. It's him walking the dog on a very kind of desolate street. There's a couple of interesting things about this shot, though, that you need to understand. The first was the thought process going through my head when I took this picture. I wanted to get a couple of elements within this shot. I wanted to get the street light up here. The street light was really important because it breaks up the black sky. The other thing that I wanted to get in it was the stop sign and the street sign over here. The last thing that was really important to getting this shot the way I wanted it to look was the separation between David and the dog. So you can see them as two separate beings and not one blob of black like you would have had I have taken the shot and not created the separation. All in all, I really like this picture. The shot that I'm printing out right now that I'm going to show you next I kind of took it as a spur of the moment shot. I really didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do. but it's very quickly growing on me. When I shoot, a lot of the time I'm shooting in daylight. I'm out in the middle of the day, which means I don't get a lot of opportunity to shoot with slow shutter speeds. I also shoot on an aperture priority mode, which means I'm only really concerned with my depth of field, and I set my ISO high, I set my aperture on priority, and then it chooses a shutter speed for me. This shot that I'm about to show you, I saw a skateboarder coming down the street, and I had a background of a construction zone, or a tarp, sorry, and I cranked, I narrowed my aperture so my shutter speed went way down, and I ended up catching this. So this is the shot that I ended up coming out with. I really like it. It's got a lot of elements to it that I like, but the big thing is the blur actually really brings your attention into the area of the picture that I want you to see. The blue background obviously being important right now as to my love of color. Right now I'm shooting a lot in color instead of black and white, and high saturation color as well. So one of the things that I'm doing with almost every photo that I'm editing right now is boosting up the saturation, unless it's a shot of somebody's face, at which point saturation, like too much saturation, can actually look bad. But that's what I ended up with from that shot, and I'm actually quite happy with it. I really think it's a good shot. I like it a lot.